Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lisa Blonay, and you are locked in to Blonay Media. Thank you guys for stopping in and tapping into Blonay Media. All right, y'all, welcome back. You already know if it's trending, controversial, or shaking up the social media streets, we're going to talk about it right here. Now, before we start, let's me be crystal clear. Everything discussed in this video is based on publicly reported allegations and court filings, post on social media. Nothing here has been stated as a proven fact. Okay, we are what we are going to scroll and spill. All right, scroll and spill. And I want to just touch on a few things. We don't have to get that deep into it, but I did want to touch on a few things that I think are either trending or important. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this, guys. If you guys did not know, Meg Thee Stallion was rushed to the hospital, okay, after falling ill on stage. All right, we're going to get into the specifics of it, but she was on stage. She's in Moulin Rouge, the musical, and she was performing on stage and she fell ill on stage, you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and get into that. And let me show you, let's get into the article, guys. All right. Let me go ahead and bring up this article for you guys. Thank you guys for tapping in. And you guys know I will be in the comments, okay? Now, let me go ahead and give you all of the details of this, and then we'll get into the video that came out, okay? Now, let's see. Meg Thee Stallion hospitalized after becoming very ill in the middle of a Moulin Rouge Broadway performance. Okay, this happened last night. During her performance at the Moulin Rouge, the musical, the performer started feeling very ill and was promptly transported to a local hospital. So we're like, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening with Meg Thee Stallion? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of scary, right? So Meg Thee Stallion was taken to the hospital after becoming sick during her performance last night. Her symptoms are currently being evaluated. And this is coming from her reps, all right? Now, the rapper made her Broadway debut as Ziegler on March 24th. So she's only been performing for almost just a week, right? Like I said, she was rushed to the hospital last night after becoming very ill. Now, during last night's production of Moulin Rouge, Megan started feeling very ill and was promptly transported to a local hospital where her symptoms are currently being evaluated. Now, they also go to say that we will share additional updates as more information becomes available. Now, the 31-year-old rapper, hairstylist, Kellon Derrick wrote in an X post, everyone say a prayer for Megan. We are all at the hospital. Okay. Entertainment News correspondent Lauren LaRosa wrote on X Tuesday night that she was in the audience, sharing that Megan appeared on stage for a few opening scenes, but then they just stopped Moulin Rouge mid-show, apologized to the audience, and said, stay inside and seated. LaRosa then added that, okay? Now, the show continued with an understudy who replaced Meg Thee Stallion for the remainder of the performance. So, you know, if you guys perform in a play or in theater, there's always going to be somebody that's going to rehearse with you, rehearse your lines, and that's your understudy. So in case something happens to you, the main character, there's somebody to step in and the show must go on, okay? Now, let me go ahead and go to the, let's go ahead and go to the post, okay? And I'm going to show you guys this post so I can catch you guys up to speed. And let me go ahead and get this in. Hold on, y'all. I mean, that is scary, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, most of the time it's just they're just so exhausted. You know what I'm saying? It happens a lot with performers and actors and artists where they just overexert themselves and they're like dehydrated, and I forgot what it's called when they overexert themselves. But let's go ahead and look. Let me take you guys on over to Instagram. Wait a minute, guys. I don't know what happened to my Instagram. Let me go ahead and look up this Instagram, guys. Sorry about that. But a lot of times it's they're exerted. They exert themselves, right? Now we are going to go over and see what Meg Thee Stallion has to say, because this was last night, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have an update. But I wanted to give you guys the details of exactly what went down. And from what I saw the post, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, what's wrong with her? Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, y'all, we know that performers can't overexert themselves. So let's go ahead and go to my Instagram. Let's go ahead and look at this post that they posted yesterday or last night. And then we'll get into an update of how she's doing. Okay. All right, you guys, let me go ahead and put this up for y'all. All right. Let me make sure you guys can see this as well. And you guys, thank you so much for tapping into Blonay Media. All right, so let's go ahead and get going with this. I'm not even sure where she was. I know she wasn't in California, if I'm not mistaken. She might have been in New York performing. I guess we'll get the details once I pull up this video. Hold on. Y'all, hold on, because let me just look this up, because now I don't know what happened to it. Oh, hold on, you guys. I think it is on YouTube. Sorry about that, y'all. I thought I already had it queued up for you guys. Let me see, y'all, because I'm a little confused. I'm confusion right now. I thought it was on my Instagram, but I think it is on YouTube. Let's go, you guys. Sorry about that. Let me see. All right. Okay. Now, let me make sure you guys can see this as well. And let's get into this.
You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. All right, you guys. So salute everybody tapping on in. Appreciate all y'all coming in the building. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all tap in. And let's get right into this video, man. I got some breaking news for you guys coming out of New York tonight. So apparently, the reports are that Meg Thee Stallion, rapper Meg Thee Stallion, has been rushed to the hospital in New York City tonight. Again, rapper Meg Thee Stallion, girlfriend of Klay Thompson of the Dallas Mavericks, She has been rushed to the hospital tonight in New York City. As she apparently something happened to her during the show. They don't know what's going on. She was doing a show, the Moulin Rouge musical on Broadway, and she's just rushed to the hospital now. She was performing in a role of Harold Zidler, the cabinet owner nightclub impresario at the Al Hirschfeld Theater. Now, this is a part of her limited Broadway run, which began with her debut on or around March 24th. Now, she made history for the first female identified performer to play traditionally male role of Zidler and incorporated some of her own hits like Body and Savage into the production. Now, during tonight's show, she participated in major numbers at the start, but the performance abruptly stopped mid-show when she became ill, and they got her off the stage and rushed her to the hospital. Now, apparently, she is being evaluated right now. We don't know what the hell is going on with her. They said she started feeling very ill, and that she was transported to the hospital immediately. Her hairstylist, Kellen Dirk, went on X asking everybody to say prayers for her and noting that they were all at the hospital. And so right now, there are no specific details about what the hell is going on with Meg Thee Stallion. I think they're trying to find out what's going on with her. They're giving her tests. They're saying, trying to find out what's wrong with her condition and what in the world is going on with her. Right. So again, this is all over the news right now. I just saw this on the news, which is what prompted me to come do this video about this right now.
Emmy Award-winning rapper and Houston native Megan Thee Stallion. Emmy Award-winning rapper and Houston native Megan Thee Stallion was taken to a New York hospital tonight after becoming ill during a Broadway performance. She was on stage in Moulin Rouge, the musical, when the show was cut short. Audience members say she was replaced mid-show after the opening. Her team says she was taken to the hospital for evaluation. No word yet tonight on her condition or what exactly is the nature of the illness, but updates are expected.
Yeah, so right now they don't know what's going on. Her stylist put out a message that said, pray for her.
Okay, you guys, I got that clip from Ticket TV. If you want to see this video in its entirety, make your way on over to Ticket TV after this stream. All right, so we do have an update, you guys. Like I said, this happened last night. Meg Thee Stallion has since responded. She is most likely out of the hospital. Okay, and let's go ahead and see what she had to say. Let me go ahead and put this up for you guys, and thank you guys for being in the chat. I will be in the chat. Now, let me see. Let me go ahead and put this up for you guys. Again, before we get started, I do want to put this up here. I think it's necessary. I don't know. It's a, a technicality, but I think I should do it on all the videos that I do. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under 17 USC 107. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the update from Meg Thee Stallion herself. Let me see. And this is her. I didn't even know she was in the Moulin Rouge musical. So that's good. I like Meg Thee Stallion. Okay. Now this is her. And let's go ahead and get into her statement that is just about an hour old. So this is really the latest. Okay. Let's go ahead and read her statement. Now, this is what Meg Thee Stallion had to say on her Instagram. She says, last night was a real wake-up call for me. I've been pushing myself past my limits lately, running on empty, and my body finally said enough. It honestly scared me. I thought I was going to faint on stage. I really tried to push through my performance, but I just couldn't. Hotties, I want to be real with you, with y'all, because you mean everything to me and I hate letting y'all down. I just need one day to rest, reset, and take care of myself the way I should have been. I'll be all right back on that stage Thursday, stronger, clearer, and ready to give you 100% the way you deserve. Thank you for always riding with me and loving me through. Okay. So, like we said, she was overexerted, like somebody said in the chat. Okay. She pushed her body to the limit, thought she was going to faint on stage, and was rushed to the hospital because, of course, they didn't know what was wrong with her. And so that's what it seems. Okay. So, we're going to wish Meg Thee Stallion the best. Hope she's back out there to be able to perform. And I might check that out. I wouldn't mind checking out the Moulin Rouge musical, Now, like I said, it's not clear where she was, you guys, unless I told you. Did I tell y'all? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see. Not that it matters, but I mean, I don't know. It doesn't even say where she was. Let's see. Now in February, Meg Thee Stallion did announce that she would be making her Broadway debut in the show as Zidler for a strictly limited 8-week engagement. And that began March 24th. So she's going to be 8 weeks there performing for 8 weeks. She is set to appear in the production at the Al Hirschfeld Theater in New York City through May 17th. So this is in New York. Okay, unfortunately, I won't be showing up, but there you have it, guys. I wanted to make sure I was, gave you guys that information. All right. So we wish her the best. We're glad she's all right. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let me see. Thank you so much for the love. Somebody says, hey, Blone. What is up, Taisha? Hey, mods in chat. I was thinking she might be pregnant too. Maybe, y'all. That's out in the air, right? She might be pregnant. Somebody said, I hope not. I don't know, y'all. She might be. She might not be pregnant. Somebody says, who cares? Look what she did to Tori. I mean, in my opinion, look what Tori did to himself. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Blone, what is up, Kami girl? Thank you so much. Chat and family. Oh, sorry about that. And I hope all is well with everyone. Jenny from the Shy says, please hit that like button. Thank you so much for the love, you guys. Somebody else said, Meg Thee Stallion. Oh, I got to take that off screen. You guys got to misspell inappropriate words, please. Meg Thee Stallion has a drinking problem, and they say when an artist suffers from dehydration, it is because of the snow. Okay? That's what somebody is saying. Somebody says, good afternoon, Blone. What is up, y'all? Yes, overexerted. That's what I thought also. Okay, overexerted. People are thinking she might be pregnant. Some people are thinking she might be pregnant, but this is truth, tea, or rumors, you guys. Let's go ahead and move on because I was on YouTube, right? And I saw that Chris Blake was doing an interview with the Dancer Project. And ever since I watched the interview that Krishan Rock did on there, they have been in my algorithm. So this pops up. And I'm like, wait a minute. I did a story on this very thing, but it seems like they are actively in court. Now, I don't know if this is the pre-trial or the pre-hearing because I couldn't find anything, but let's get into the story because what Chris Blake accused Stefon Diggs of, and then now, I think last year around November, maybe October, Stefon Diggs countersued. So he countersued, right? And he brought allegations against Chris. So I think this is why they're in this court battle, but let's get to the details, okay? Let's go ahead and get into this. And let me take this down, you guys, because I remember that I did a story on this. I actually did a video on this. And now it's back in the headlines. It's back in the spotlight. And we're going to talk about it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to this, you guys. Now, if you guys do not know, Stefon Diggs filed a countersuit against the influencer Chris Blake after he filed a complaint against Diggs, accusing him of unwanted sexual advances. Okay? He was trying to push up on him, all right? Wanted him to give him some sloppy toppy, went on and put his arms around him. This man ended up eating a Tic Tac, a Skittle, I don't know, you popped a Jolly Rancher in your mouth, dummy, and then he ended up getting upgraded. All right? Yeah, y'all, let's get into it. Now, this is what he's saying happened. And I'm like, is Stefon Diggs on some Diddy energy? Are you a DL thug running around here? Because on top of that, after that happened, right? After he came out with that story, or after he came out and told his truth, he was jumped. He was not only jumped, he was robbed. So is you or is you not Stefon Diggs running around here being a DL thug? You living the thug life and you want to be a football star? Didn't he get let go from his team? Like right after he lost the Super Bowl and Cardi B at the same time? Yeah. You can't be the gangster, the killer, and the dope dealer, and a football player. Okay. They be trying to do too much. Don't y'all think that? You're just doing too much, bro. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. That's some Diddy behavior, y'all. Because he also, like I said, the man was jumped and robbed. Okay. And this is the killer part. He was jumped by Stefon Diggs' brother and a few of his cronies. Okay. He brought a few of his homies with him. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. Let me show you guys the article first. Let's get to the article, guys. Let me see. Where is the damn article? All right, so let's go ahead and get to this article. Let me take this down. And let's get into this article, all right? Now, let me make sure you guys can see this as well. Shout out to my mods, shout out to my VIPs, shout out to my members. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining and tapping into Blown A Media. We are on the road to 15K. Let's go, let's go. All right, so let's go, you guys. Let me go ahead and read you guys a little bit, and then we will get into the videos. Let me bring this up. I do apologize for the delay, you guys. I will be upgrading my internet today. I found out some things about some things. Just check out my community wall. I don't really want to interrupt the flow here, but I don't want to show you guys too many videos. I am upgrading my internet today, and it takes about 24 to 48 hours for the equipment to get here. So we are still going to be coming live. I just may not show you that many videos because I don't want to kind of mess up your experience, okay? And thank you guys for still hanging with me through it all, okay? I had no idea that the quality of my content was, you know what I'm saying, affecting your enjoyment of everything that I bring to you. So again, if you're here within earshot, I do apologize, okay? I had no idea. All right, so here we go, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into this article. And you know, Cardi B, you know, just recently had a child by Stefon Diggs, and lo and behold, we see her back with Offset. So I don't know. We're not even going to get into that. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this, you guys. And it says Stefon Diggs sues influencer Christopher Blake Griffith over sexual assault and drugging allegations. Y'all, you know what? I just got to stop and ask this question. Is this the same? This is not the same man that married Kim Kardashian, is it? Because every time I see Blake and Griffith in the same name, I think the guy's name that married Kim K was Blake Griffith. This is not the same person, y'all. Just clarify that in the chat, okay? Because every time I see this, I think of that man, but I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. This was published November 16th of 2025. We're just getting a little backstory before we move into the interview that Griffith did on the Project Danza interview just not even 24 hours ago, okay? Stefon Diggs has filed a libel lawsuit against Christopher Blake Griffith over the latter's claims that the NFL star had ugly and sexually assaulted him in 2023. The New England Patriots star claimed in court docs filed on October 1st and obtained by TMZ that the would-be social media influencer concocted a false story about an alleged incident that went down at Diggs' Rockville, Maryland home in May of 2023. In the suit, Diggs claimed he, Griffith, and other influencers went to a club after attending a charity basketball game in Washington, D.C. After the club outing, everyone went back to the wide receiver's home, that being Diggs. He's a wide receiver. Okay, well, was. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was let go from his team. I'm not too sure, y'all. I'm not sports savvy, but a little birdie might have told me, okay? Or I might have read it. Per docs obtained by TMZ, Diggs claimed he went to his bedroom and his assistant asked Griffith to leave the home. However, 2 years later, Griffith told the social media alleging that Diggs ugly and attempted to sexually assault him and allegedly conspired to have him unalived. Now, in this suit, Diggs claims that Griffith not only posted the allegations to his nearly 100,000 Instagram followers online, but also tagged UGG and actress Sarah Jessica Parker, who posed with the NFL star for the footwear company's design. Diggs, 31, is seeking damages and attorney's fees. However, the exact amount is undisclosed. Okay. All right. So this is Blake Griffith. This is Christopher Blake Griffith. Okay. I think he is some type of influencer. I think he's like maybe a stylist, maybe a fashion influencer or something like that. Yeah, so this is where we're at, you guys, okay? Now, like I said, I couldn't find anything about them being in court, so maybe this is a precursor to what is about to come, maybe pre-trial. I don't know exactly how it goes, but this would not be a criminal suit. This is a lawsuit, a civil suit. Okay. So I don't know exactly how it goes, but or maybe I'm not just looking hard enough, good enough, but I couldn't find anything. I put it in the, in the Google, but according to Christopher Blake Griffith on the recent interview he did, they are actively in court. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to that. Now, first, I wanted to show you guys the article, the story that I did on this, and I want you guys to see the footage of him getting jumped. Yes, we do. We have it. We have the footage of him getting jumped. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. All right. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys. And like I said, I didn't want to show you too many videos. We will get through it. I'll make it short, but that's just part of what I do, right? I like to give a visual and bring you guys into what I'm seeing. All right. And it brings clarity and a lot of color to what I'm talking about. So hold on, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this. Make sure you smash that like button. You guys share out this live. If you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe and grab a membership. Become part of Bill and A Society, okay? Let's see, guys. Hold on. Let's see. All right. All right, you guys. Let me make sure. All right. Now, this is not his first interview. He did do an interview about 4 months ago with Tasha K, where he told everything. I mean, the video is about 2 hours long. Okay. I mean, the interview is about 2 hours long. Okay. So let me see, guys. Where is my video? Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me go and look for my video. I thought that I saved it, but I want you guys to see my video first, and then we will get into a small clip of Unwind Tasha K's interview, and then we will see what he has to say as of 24 hours ago. Okay. Now, check in with me, you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday hump day. It is currently 11:06 here in AM in Cali. Let me know what time it is in your neck of the woods. Okay, rep your city, rep your state, rep your hood. Tap in with me and let me know where you're tapping in from. Okay. Now let me see my videos, guys. Let me see. And I do want to let you guys know that this is scroll and spill. Okay. So this is where we scroll through the internet and spill tea. All right. This is the segment that we're doing. And I want to thank you guys for tapping in. All right. Let me see, guys. It's so much messy out here on these social media streets. Somebody is checking in from Chicago, 1:05 p.m. Jenny from the Shy. Shout out to Chicago, 1:06 p.m. in Houston, Texas. Texas in the building. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We all over. Blown A Media is in Texas. Girl, we in Chicago. What's popping? All right. Let me see, you guys. Hold on. Now, I know I watched this video and had it queued up for y'all, at least this one. But things happen. Things happen, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this. Thank y'all for y'all patience. This is a mess, though. What's going on between Chris Blake and Stefon Diggs is a mess because, bro, you are giving Diddy energy. You was giving Diddy energy when I did this video 4 months ago or 6 months ago, whenever the fuck I did it. And you're giving Diddy energy now. Okay? I don't know. Ever since I went through the Diddy trial, it's just like I be seeing Diddy shit. You giving Diddy energy, all right? The way he explains it, hold on, y'all. Where he put his arm around him and he was stuck his tongue in his ear and he pulled out his dangalang and he pulled out his dangalang in the car. Yeah, he had his dangalang all out. I'm like, Mr. Jackson. I thought you said we was going to Lil Bow Wow house. All right, you guys, let me make sure you guys can see this. Hold on. Because I have to bring it up so you guys will be able to hear it too. Shit is crazy. Now, you know, they be saying the way that he walked, the way that he dressed, the way that he talked. People were seeing a little sweet side of Stefon Diggs, and they said they didn't need this information to validate what they was thinking in their heads. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm not even. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm just bringing y'all the latest, okay? The latest messy in the street. And if this ain't messy, I don't know what is. If this ain't messy, I don't know what is, okay? Somebody said LaTanya Robertson from an R&B singer, a former R&B singer, and her team stole money from a small town Louisiana Mardi Gras event. Really? All right, you guys, let's get into this. Hold on. I think I'm clicking a little bit. That's what I'm doing. I got to take my time. I'm just so like snap, snap, snap. It has a slight delay, so I can't just keep clicking it. I got to give it a little time. Y'all, I'll be on it. I'll be like, like, slow down, girl. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Thank you for everybody in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, Stefon, you are giving me Diddy vibes. I don't know if I'm saying too much, but bro, hold on, y'all.
Alive because of him making sexual pass at me. It wasn't attempted to have me unalived because of him making sexual pass at me. It wasn't the sexual pass. What made me most frustrated was the fact that he tried to unalive me after it, when in reality, even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened because you got turned down.
Y'all, this right here is wild. In an exclusive interview with Tasha K, Chris Blake Griffiths is coming forward with some shocking claims about none other than Stefon Diggs. Yes, Cardi B's man, her baby daddy, allegedly. Chris says he was ugg-drayed with something like ecstasy, offered candy, surrounded by 20 girls, and then things turned dark real fast. Now, I'll let him explain it, but he even claims that Stefon, let's just say, gave off full-on Diddy vibes with the power trips and control. Now, listen. This ain't just messy drama. These are serious accusations that could lead to charges, trial, the whole nine. And if Chris really has proof, whew, child, this might get bigger than Cardi B ever bargained for. Y'all go ahead and take a look at this small clip and tell me if we're dealing with a Diddy 2.0 situation or not.
Dumb things like when we went to the strip club, we would take the jelly bean, pop the bag out. We put them in the Skittles. He's offering me candy. I'm really thinking it's on something like, man, you trying to play with me? No, I don't want to do that.
Before. And now it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Give me a piece. So he gives me a piece of the candy. And what happened to me after that was not what would have occurred.
Blogger Cardi B took to court and sued. So is this just breaking news, or is this Tasha's way of spinning the block for some get back, y'all? This is messy on so many levels. Cardi's image, her baby on the way, and now a world side-eyeing her man, like giving it deja vu with Diddy. VIPs, do y'all think this is truth finally coming to light, or is it just revenge tea being poured at the worst time possible? Let's talk about it.
Looking for tax help? Now there are TurboTax experts right in your neighborhood. They get to know your unique situation and get you every dollar you deserve. So
All right, y'all, that was a mini breakdown. Okay. Yeah. This is what's going down, you guys. Now let's get into the actual fight where he was jumped. Okay, it wasn't no fight because he didn't fight back. It was a jumping. It wasn't no squabble. It wasn't no fight. It was not no altercation. Okay, because punks jump up to get beat down. So he didn't even fight back. All right. And he was actually jumped, I feel. But you guys be the judge of it. Let me go ahead and show y'all. And I do want to take time out while I'm uploading this to say happy birthday to one of my mods, Shantae. She said today is her birthday. Happy birthday, girl. She said, you have an amazing day. You are beautiful. And I am so happy that you joined my channel and you are part of the Bonet Society. Thank you so much for supporting my platform. And you're beautiful. Okay. I hope that you have a wonderful birthday. And yeah, I hope you enjoy your day. Okay. Enjoy your day, beautiful. All right. There are people in the chat saying happy birthday to Shantae. Let me see. Happy birthday. I don't know why I always do that. Happy birthday, sis. Enjoy your holiday. What's up, Bella Black? City of Gold. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for supporting this platform. Y'all know I love super stickers. Anytime y'all drop some extra love in the chat, I love it. You said Sean hooked me up with you, and I love your lives. Thank you so much, love. City of Gold 4624. Shout out to you. Okay, I appreciate you. Now let's go ahead and get into the fight. All right, straight up, or the jumping rather. Now I haven't watched this video in a minute, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think you got jumped. Let me take this down. Hold on, you guys. I promise it's gonna get greater later, y'all. But I didn't want to hold back and wait no whole a day or so before I came live and touch bases with my peeps. Okay, you know I got to come on here and touch bases with y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. It's a short clip, y'all. It's not very long, but a lot goes on. A lot goes on in this itty bitty clip that I'm about to show y'all. Oh, damn. Okay, let me go to my history and let's get into this. I heard some stuff going on with Clarissa Shields and some other things. I might try to get to that, you guys, but let's go ahead and get into the short where it shows the fight, y'all. And also, let me make sure that you guys can see this as well. And I hope you guys are enjoying the scroll and spill. Like I say, sometimes it may F up. Sometimes shit may go wrong, but we gonna get through it, sisters and brothers. We gonna get through it. Main thing is not to panic. All right. Let me go ahead and play this for you guys. Ooh, I was watching Interrogation. That shit was crazy. Do y'all be watching Interrogations? Because that shit's be crazy. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure you guys can see this as I pulled it up. Nope. A lot of birthday wishes for Shantae. Shantae, I love it, you guys. Thank you so much for showing love. All right, let's get into this. It's no sound on it, y'all, but as y'all can see, that's Blake right there. See how he gets off and he get back on the elevator? That's Stefon Diggs' brother right there. And he summons, like, see, he telling the other two to come on. See his cronies? They about to beat the brakes off you. I wish I could make it bigger, but this is all I got. This is all I got. See, and kick him all in the head, they kick him in the mouth, drug him out the elevator. Now, y'all, there is an extended version. I could not find it, but feel free to go ahead and, like I say, do your own research. There is an extended version where they continue to attack him and they end up robbing him. Okay. And I think they take a bag away from him and it has all his jewelry in it. So I don't think they necessarily snatched the jewelry off of him. I think he had a bag, which he will explain in this next clip. Okay. He'll explain exactly what happened. Okay. And y'all, just FYI, I'm still working on my rap song. Okay. With the Let 'Em Know instrumental from T.I. All right. That's why that's up there, but I'm still working on it. Okay. I haven't memorized it and gotten it pat down, but I'm still working on it. I've already written it. It's a little more than 16 bars, but I got 16 bars. Yeah, so I'm working on that. Okay. And it ain't talking about bitches and hoes. Okay. It's talking about Jesus. Jesus. No, I'm just playing. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this interview. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me go ahead and go back. I only said that because the other day I said I was going to put a song out and they probably like, yeah, she ain't going to put a song out. Well, look, I don't know it by heart. You got to know it verbatim and you got to have the flow down. And I don't have either. I don't have either down. Okay. Little harder than usual because I had writer's block, you guys. I haven't written in so long. And yeah, it's a whole thing. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Where is it? Just let me pull it up. Oh, the Blake interview with the dancer. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this. And let me make sure you guys can see this and hear this as well. Of course, the ad's going to come on, so y'all, sorry about that. I'll mute that till the ad goes off, and then we can get into this. Now, I do have it timestamped, so if you guys want to watch this video in its entirety, I think it's over about 2 hours long. Make your way on over to the Danza Project on YouTube to watch this video in its entirety after this live stream. Okay. Somebody said, why was I thinking Steph Curry? And I was flabbergasted. I don't know much about sports either, girl. I'm making him the one that was with Kim Kardashian. Somebody like, nah, that ain't the same. Oh, he not? Okay, sorry. You said it's worth the tea, babes. Thank you. Thank you, Taisha. Y'all so nice. Okay, hold on. All right, you guys, let's go. 111. Ooh, I better stop saying that. I don't want nobody come. Okay, hold on, y'all. Oh, is this it? Am I there? No. I got to make it go a little bit further back. Hold on, y'all. We'll just start right there. Let's go.
You figure.
Oh, damn. They're going to put another.
Do you want to know how I made it in real estate without buying or selling property? Everyone wants the cash of a real estate mogul, but thinks it's all about owning.
Figure out your power and your worth, man, you got to tax their ass, bro. That's 1,000%. So what scared me the most was being in a situation where I wasn't getting my maximum, and I didn't want that to happen again.
So where did it go wrong?
It went wrong when people don't have no damn self-control, bro. I feel like which situation? Javante situation or
Diggs?
Okay, that's a specific question. I give you a specific answer because I got legal shit going on.
Okay.
Yeah, he got like a lot of counts against him. Yeah,
a lot
of counts.
So
it baffles me that
there was some serious allegations made. The internet goes up in a frenzy, right? And you claim
Oh, before you even get to that, I
Yeah.
just want to touch on something. Certain aspects of the narrative that people have taken to are quote unquote alleged. Certain aspects of the situation or narrative that people have taken to are matters of fact. What is a matter of fact is that there was an attack on my life at Central Apartments on 755 South Spring Street, pardon me, where
Which there's a video.
it's on video.
Yeah.
Derez Marshawn Diggs, Charlie Chap Jordan, Corey Darnell Mack make an attempt on my life. Derez Marshawn Diggs is the brother to Stefon Diggs. Seen at the Super Bowl most recently, seen alongside him training. They share the same last name. He even goes by Marshawn Diggs and doesn't go by Derez because Marshawn is also the guy you're referencing's middle name as well. 2/3 of their name are mirrored exactly the same. The Charlie Chap Jordan dude is someone who, for matter of fact, has been arrested for on several charges of drugs, several charges of guns. He's also been present on the boat when homeboy was seen passing out an unknown substance. We'll just call it an unknown substance on that boat. When the guy you're referencing was in Houston, he took to the field when they played the Buffalo Bills for the reunion game or whatever you call that, and had free chap on his face, eye black.
I just wanted to stop this and just add my 2 cents. It just seems like he's enjoying this a little bit too much, doesn't it? It doesn't seem like he was traumatized or anything like that. I think he's reveling in the fact that he's telling the truth and he's getting get back from Stefon and also from getting jumped. I mean, I get it. I understand. But it's even in the way that he said he was trying to give me candy. He was trying to give me candy. It was late at night and he was trying to give me a Skittle or whatever he was saying. He was like, oh, just give it to me. Like, why would you eat a Skittle at 3 o'clock in the morning? This man done whipped out his dangalang. Okay? He done tried to make actual advances on you. He tried to put his arm around you and his tongue in your ear. Would not anything register in your brain that he's been trying to give you one motherfucking Skittle all day and night? He's been trying to give you one Skittle, the red one, all night. And you decide at 2:45 in the morning to finally take one Skittle. Who eats one Skittle? I mean, they're like Lay's potato chips. Once you can't just eat just one. Anytime I eat Skittles, I be having a handful. It's just kind of odd to me. I'm not saying that he's lying or anything like that. It just seems like he's more enjoying this and he wasn't traumatized. You weren't traumatized, bro. Now I believe maybe that what he's saying is true, but you weren't. Don't act like you was traumatized or you lost sleep or it made your neck hurt or it took you, you know what I'm saying? No. And I think he's been in and around this environment before, okay, or seen this, or even seen Stefon Diggs maybe act this way towards somebody else. But for some reason, he, was still on the scene with a gangster lean, stuck around for whatever reason. Because I think he was more like a influencer. I think maybe he was styling, maybe giving Stefon styling advice or something like that. Because I don't know, y'all. I just wanted to add that in there, okay? I just wanted to add that in there. Not saying that what he's saying ain't true, but boy, you was not traumatized, and you seem to be enjoying this whole process, okay? Now, I don't know how much he's suing for or the lawsuit or anything, if there's even a number, but I just thought I'd just throw that in there for observation. Like, you seem to be enjoying this get back, bro, okay? Don't you get up here and act like you was traumatized, all right?
When that happened, people started to ask questions. Who's Chap? Who's Chap? Who's Chap? Chap is Charlie Chap Jordan. Once his name was identified, they said, hey, that's the guy in the video. So the fact that these dudes are walking around the Patriots facility, whatever facility is about to be his new home or something along those lines, baffles me, seeing as though that aspect of it is not alleged. They have never faced, I mean, Stefon Diggs was convicted, charged and convicted. He didn't give up the other names. If you watch the video, he signals like this with his hand and the other two follow up. I'm actively in court right now, directly with Stefon Diggs, and I'm actively in court right now with the building. There's video of these guys walking directly in the front of the building, the front door, wide open. You're supposed to have a keypad in order for that to happen. I lived on a floor that requires exclusive access. If you live on the 16th floor, you can't access the 18th floor. If you live on the 18th floor, you can't access the 20th floor. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The only areas that are common to everybody are that of the common areas. So we have certain codes that allow you to get in the building, get to the pool, get to the gym, and then everything else. Exactly. And then everything else, like my code, if I live on the 16th floor, it will work for my unit. It will work for the common areas, and it will work for the 16th floor. I can't access those other floors. So the fact that they were at my floor, on my floor, for that of like 50 minutes to an hour, sitting outside my door, pacing up and down the floor, it ain't nothing but 8 to 10 units on the floor. I had 2 neighbors that have come forth saying that they went to security, told security that there's guys that look like hobos on our floor, you should look into it, and told me that had they looked into it,
Many people want to go to law school, but they just can't. The hybrid JD program fills that gap.
The colleges of law created.
It wouldn't have happened. Not to mention, when it occurred, one of the employees came up to my floor, prepared to open my door with a key in hand while I'm being held hostage by this elevator. Let's make it 3 elevators. 1 elevator there, 1 elevator here, 1 elevator here. After they stomped my face in, after they grabbed me out the elevator by my ankles, robbed me, all of the above, they got my belongings. And the crazy thing about, I'm gonna get back to it.
Yeah.
He is definitely enjoying this get back, okay? And I feel that the place where he lived really effed up, because as you can see, everything was recorded. Like I told you, there was an extended version of that video. And true enough, you can see this playing out because it didn't end there. So now, how did they get access to the 16th floor? How did they gain entry to his place of his residence? And then on top of that, a worker, an employee, was actually coming up with the key. Everything is activated by a code, but the employer, according to him, the employee, according to him, was going to bypass that and use a key to allow them to enter his residence. So not only does he have a case against Stefon Diggs, his brother, the other 2 that were involved, but he also has drug the residence where he was living into this. So there is a number on this. There is a number on this. So he may just be happy as hell because he know he about to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what he is saying Stefon Diggs did to him that night, just imagine what he can get just by having this video of them jumping him. Stefon Diggs' brother is on the video directing these men. And then you got the employee, allegedly, he says, is coming up with the key to bypass the damn code and let these motherfuckers into his place. I think he's hit pay dirt. I think he happy as hell. And rightfully so. But bro, you can look at the guy, the host that's on the side of him, just his face alone is like, you enjoying this a little bit too much. You're enjoying this a little bit too much, right? Okay, let's keep going, guys.
The crazy thing about it is they stole an orange toiletry Goyard bag from me. Part of the reason why I put the ICG on this bag, and it's orange is because I'm in court so much these days. It's like I, Christopher Griffith, vow to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. That type of situation. But anyways, back to the topic. They snatched my orange Goyard. When they snatched my orange Goyard, it's nothing but chrome, all types of nonsense in it. They took that same one-of-one chrome heart shit and handed it directly to him. I'm watching this dude for the next 2 years walk Paris Fashion Week, walk Monday Night Football, walk Thursday Night Football, be outside in the offseason wearing pieces that I know for a fact, one of one, are mine. I have receipts to prove it. So when it comes to that, that's not alleged. But let's get back to the elevator. I'm posted up by the elevator. They telling me they're going to blow my head off. They telling me they're going to stab me in my neck, all of the above. And even though I don't see a knife, I don't think after you just stomp my face in, you're going to use your pinky. I'm right there. Derez Diggs goes downstairs. Marshawn Derez Diggs goes downstairs. I don't know what he tells this man, but a leasing agent then comes back up to my floor, prepared to open my door with a key in hand. Mind you, I just told you, I use access codes for everything. I don't even have a key to my own apartment. You know what I mean? I've never, ever used a physical key to turn and enter my apartment. Never happened in my life. This guy gets off the elevator having not called my phone, even though it was stolen at that point in time and they have it, having not called my phone, having not texted my phone, having not reached out to me, having not spoke to me, prepared to open my door with a key in hand because Derez Diggs told him so. And I got to process in my head how that comes to life. Like, this is the same staff that if I have too many packages, they want my ID as collateral for the bell cart. And I don't get it back until I bring the bell cart back. Right. Meanwhile, these dudes can loiter my floor for that of an hour, pacing back and forth, pacing back and forth. The first thing they say when I get off the elevator is, what's up with all that chrome shit? And it baffled me, the fact that it happened at my crib. If there's supposed to be floor-specific access, that's damn near, in my head, trauma-wise, that's damn near like a home invasion. You get what I'm saying? The second I get off on the floor that's supposed to be my safe haven, nobody can access this floor without permission, without an ID exchange. And I watched the company, I think it's like RFC Management or Central Apartments or some garbage bullshit that they on. These people have said everything from, oh, they were on a self-guided apartment tour. Oh,
self-guided.
With no ID exchange and no vacancies on the. Yo,
is there a log of this said?
Bro, when all these people had to do was say, I'm sorry, yo, be careful moving into central apartments all over the world, champ. It take a lot out of me. Just thinking about how many times my child has been with me on that elevator. The hat that they beat off of my head, I got like photos of my kid wearing the hat backwards the same way I'm wearing the hat backwards in that same elevator, facing them same doors, bro. By the grace of God, my baby wasn't with me that day. By the grace of God. And I've watched people who I love have like, or had love for, take the stand in depositions and try to bash my name and tell lies, all to like align with some narrative of the rich and famous. And I really don't understand where it comes from, simply because what do you benefit by aligning with somebody just because they're rich or famous? They're not giving you no money. And I know it for a fact because when I was working, I had to fight tooth and nail to get what I was owed. You know what I mean? So I know it ain't no business relationship there. It's a popularity contest, which goes back to my point earlier about all of a sudden the girl break up with him and he don't catch a football and my phone ring again. And you wonder why I only want to hang out with my children.
You said the girl don't call back all of a sudden and he ringing my phone. You know what I get from that? I get that he's talking about Cardi B subliminally. He didn't specifically say her name. And so Diggs decided that he was going to come after Chris, what's his name? Chris Blake, just because shit wasn't going right from him, because Cardi B didn't call him back. And of course he was let go from the Patriots or whatever team he was on. He was let go, y'all, after the Super Bowl, after he lost the Super Bowl. They let him go. His future is up in the air. You know, there's only a small window where you can be a football star. You're not you don't have a lot of time. That's something that definitely has a time limit on, and it's not like I'm ageism or age shaming, which I would never do. But you guys know as well as I do, when they want to recruit you or they want you to be on their team, they're going to be looking at your value, okay? And age has a lot to do with that, you know. So he doesn't want to age out. He's fairly young, yes. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You can't just hang out forever. And then the fact of him being in shape, right? Remember, that was something that we were thinking of when what's the guy who kneeled? What was his name? I forgot what his name was. And Colin Patrick, remember? And he had been off the field for so long, but then he kept practicing and stuff like that. We thought he was going to get back on a team, but unfortunately, it never came to fruition. All right. Yeah, y'all. So I'm assuming that he's referring to Cardi B. And the only reason why Stefon Diggs did a countersuit was because he was basically bored and wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Had a get back. I don't know. I don't know how much he's suing him for either, but like I said, they're actively in court as of right now, according to Blake. Let's go.
World is fickle, bro. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that, but I do got something to do with the fact that these kids are living and breathing, and if I can give them anything like that keeps them from having to go through what I went through, I do it twice over. You know what I mean? I do it 4 times over.
So what occurred in the elevator, was that in direct response to the allegations made against him?
I'm of the belief that they came and stole my phone because I had proof on my phone to validate exactly what the world now knows as, you know, public knowledge.
Yeah.
That is quote unquote alleged. I can't speak to it directly just because of the fact that we got an active lawsuit going on.
Yeah.
I will say that I have seen the claims that Nigel King has brought forth. I do know that in the attack on his life, Dorez Diggs is cited. Charlie Chap Jordan is also cited. Them the same 2 people that came and tried to unalive me.
Showed up on my floor.
They on my floor. They on video. They still wear the same hairstyles. Like, I know a lot of dudes with braids. They change their hair all the time. You might have, you know what I mean, gangsters. You might go straight backs. You might go individuals. Holmes keep the same braids every single time. Every time I seen him in a Buffalo uniform, standing next to him was Charlie Chap Jordan, same braids as the elevator video. Every time I seen him in a Patriots uniform, standing next to him is Charlie Chap Jordan with the same braids as the elevator video. Marshawn still got the same bum-ass bush as the same elevator video. You get what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. And then I went to court.
Okay, you guys heard the latest on the Diggs Blake showdown and what's going down in court. He pretty much laid it out for us. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen. I will stay up to date on that and give you guys any updates on that. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into what is going on that affects all of us. Okay, whether you know it or not. Okay. And a lot of times I don't like to bring politics, sex specifically, or religion as a topic to my platform. But sometimes we do have to touch on that. Okay. And that's just the way I grew up. You know what I'm saying? They used to tell you when you go to work, never discuss sex, politics, or religion. Okay. So I kind of like stick to that. But sometimes we just have to touch on this. All right. And the reason why I wanted to touch on this because this is having a major impact on the world, the United States of America. Okay. And I don't want you guys to think I'm blind to the fact. You know, some people are like, oh, you sitting up here talking about Krishan. Do you know that we're, you know what's going on in America? Yes. Yes, the fuck I do. Yes. Yes, I do. And that is why I am like, dear America, like I'm writing y'all a letter. Dear America, you know we at war, right? You know that, right? Do you know that the enlistment age has been changed from 35 to 42? I'm asking for a friend. Right? This means that everyday American citizens are being snatched up, uniformed down, and involuntarily, subsequently, like initially, enlisted and shipped off to a country to fight and put their life on the line to go fight, put their life at risk for a war they never asked for. Now, what does that mean? For some of us, that either means you, or if not, definitely one of your loved ones. Maybe even your own child. Because you remember the starting age is 18. That's a freaking kid. 19, 20, 21, that's a kid. Maybe even your own child. What part of the game is this? Now, some may have already been affected. There may be somebody in my chat right now that has already been affected. Like I'm telling you, anybody can get it. This is affecting all of us and anybody that lives in the United States of America. Okay? And like I said, some may have already been affected by this very decision. So I had to bring it to the people and ask, has anyone, received a draft letter or the dreaded call of duty? Now, I know the video game is hella popular, but now we have to put down the game controller and pick up a weapon. As Bush used to say, of mass destruction. This is not a game, you guys, or a simulation. This is real life. Now, I wanted to come and show you guys some things that I have seen. And a few of these videos have brought tears to my eyes. Because when you look at this in its totality, it brings the reality home. Do you guys realize that we are at WAR or not? I know I dilly-dally through life here like everything is normal, right? But it's not. It's far from normal. And this can affect any one of us. When I saw some of these videos, they were so heartbreaking. And what makes it so heartbreaking to me is, yes, some people are already enlisted in the service. They voluntarily went, whether they were talked into it, whether they saw the benefits of it, whether they wanted to get their life together. They voluntarily raised their hand, maybe reluctantly, maybe not at first, but eventually they went on their own will and signed up to serve our country. But hold your nose, because here goes the cold water, okay? And we know the draft, you have to sign up for the draft 18 to 26. Okay, that's normal. But now enlistment means even if you don't want to go, you at home eating some damn crab and about to get on your damn social media, and you get a motherfucking letter because you still got some youth in you and they want to snatch you up and take you to a whole nother, like, wait a minute, what's going on? I didn't even sign up. Look, I didn't even want this to go in the first place. You need to take one person and that'll solve all the problems. The fuck? Do you want me to give you the address to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue or not? Because you way over here, you are way over here in California, bro. You way over here in Michigan. You is in Houston, Texas. You know, bro. 1600. That's where you need to go first. I need to tell Iran, Israel, anybody that's involved in this bullshit. We don't even know. Wait a minute. Hold on. You making me put down my bowl of Frosty Flakes. I'm about to take my kids to the water park in about an hour. We ain't studying what you talking about. You think what? You finna put me in a uniform and ship me somewhere? Oh, what? That's not in the plans. What part of the game is that? Let's watch some of these videos, y'all, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. And when I watched like 12 of them, when I got done, I was in tears. I'm confused. I'm dazed, and a little bit of something else. Let's go ahead and we're going to scroll and spill, y'all. All right. I'm going to show you a series of videos. And I want to get your take on it. Am I the only one? The fuck? What the fuck is going on? Like, is this really happening? And unfortunately, I have to answer that question. And it's yes. It is yes. This is really happening, you guys. Whether you're ready or not, here they come. Here it comes. Here it is. All right. No matter how you look at it from a biblical aspect, right? From a revelations aspect, or WW3. And I didn't say WWE. I said WW3. Let that sink in. We didn't sign up. Wait a minute. Hold on. We didn't sign up for this. Okay? The fuck? I won't drive. Is this about gas? I'll just walk. Don't worry about it. I'll just walk. Like, I don't give a fuck about no damn gas. I don't give a damn about no oil, none of that bullshit. I'll walk. No, sir. We'll walk. My whole family. You feel me? Like, let's get into this, guys. Hold on. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I'm going to show you guys a series of videos, and you guys let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. Some of it's going to be heartbreaking. Most of it's going to be heartbreaking. And to see these families, especially the parents, saying goodbye to their children, right? Now, my own child, I'm hoping. There's no word yet. I'm tapping in. You know what I'm saying? No word yet, but you just never know, you guys. All right, you never know when that letter will hit your door. Okay, and like I said, if not you, one of your loved ones, and that's just as devastating. It really is. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get to this. Let me go ahead and take this down and make sure that you guys can see this. Make sure you like, share, and share out this video. Subscribe, you guys. We are on the road to 15K. And I want to thank you guys. Thank you so much. All right, let's go.
I don't know if y'all can hear that, but them gunshots is getting real close, y'all. This shit not looking too good, I ain't gonna lie. Iran, they might have won this shit. I ain't gonna lie, too many motherfuckers is begging out. This shit not good. I ain't gonna lie, this shit raps. GG's in the chat, yo. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but them gunshots is getting real close, y'all. This shit not looking too good, I ain't gonna lie. Iran, they might have won this shit. I ain't gonna lie, too many motherfuckers is begging out. This shit not good. I ain't gonna lie, this shit raps.
Indian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties.
What the fuck?
That often happens in war. But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for
So
the
fuck
future.
me then, right?
And it is a
I'm gonna
noble
fucking die.
mission. We pray for every service member as they selflessly
Pray.
risk their
Pray
lives
for me,
to
man.
ensure
Pray.
that
What?
Americans.
So we're gonna fight Israel's fight, right? Fuck the Americans. We're all gonna fucking die. That's what he just fucking said.
Will never be threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran.
We're gonna fight Israel's fight. Are you fucking kidding me? Americans are gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die.
The men and women of the armed forces will prevail.
Got me fucked up. I gotta go to fucking war for that guy, for Israel. America's gonna fucking die. Fuck.
Indian regime seeks to kill.
I don't know if you guys know or not, but they have sent 60,000 US soldiers. 60,000 US soldiers have been sent already. Okay? 60,000 US soldiers.
A soldier posted this and asked us to take action. Watch this. If our soldiers are out there fighting, then the least we can do is cover them in prayer. So, Father, watch over our soldiers and our nation and give them the wisdom on instant decisions that they have to make. Guard them with your warring angels and keep them from harm by the blood of Jesus. It's in his mighty name we pray. Continue to pray for our soldiers and follow now for more stories like this. And remember, Jesus is King. A soldier posted this and asked.
I have beef stew, meatballs and marinara sauce, vegetable crumbles, beef strips and tomato sauce, beef taco filling, spaghetti and beef, chili with beans, chicken noodles and vegetables and sauce, elbow macaroni and tomato sauce, chili and mac and cheese, meatballs and marinara sauce, beef stew, vegetarian taco pasta.
You're still opening.
I'm fasting.
You're opening. What you got?
Spaghetti with beef and sauce.
You see these damn kids? You see these damn kids? Jazita says, OMG, my 25-year-old baby girl is a U.S. Marine. I pray they don't send her over there. I pray that they don't send your precious baby girl over there either. This is absolutely heartbreaking. I'm praying to bless all our U.S. soldiers who are over there right now. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, let them document all their cheers and fears. Now, I want you guys to know that the draft age has changed, okay? And you guys can argue me down if people say, oh, it wasn't, no, it wasn't. As of April 1st, let me see, what's today? Oh, today is April 1st. Do you know who we're dealing with? Do you know who's running this country? He can just wake up, scratch his balls, and decide to change the rules. He can just move the goalpost. Let me show you this goalpost that he's moved. And just in case you don't know, all right, let's go ahead and bring this up. Let me make sure you guys can see this goalpost that was moved, okay? Because I'm going to tell you what it is, what it was, and what it's going to be. You thought you were safe? Not so much. Let's see what goalpost was moved. All right? I encourage everybody to do their own research and come with your own conclusions. Yes, effective April 20th, 2026, 19 days from now, the U.S. Army has officially increased its maximum enlistment age to 42 years old. It was 35. You thought you were safe, didn't you? Not so much. They have raised it 7 years to 42 years of age. The policy change, which applies to the regular Army, Army National Guard, and Army Reserve, raises the limit from the previous cap of 35 years old. Let's keep going. There's other changes, y'all. Effective date is April 20th, 2026 per updated Army Regulation 601-210. Target demographic. The change allows individuals up to the age of 42 with or without prior military service. They just gonna snatch you off the couch. Yep, you. They just gonna snatch your ass from the backside and show you how they pull off that hoorah. You just minding your own damn business. Now, true enough, men are chosen first. Did you see how many women we just seen? Did you see how many young women we just seen? Sitting on that floor, crisscross applesauce, eating that ready to eat meal in full uniform. The reasoning, the move aims to broaden the recruitment pool to meet increased manpower needs, aligning the Army with the maximum enlistment ages of the Air Force and Space Force, 42, and the Navy and Coast Guards, which is 41. Precedent? This is not unprecedented. The Army previously raised the maximum age to 42 in 2006 during the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. So they moved the, they moved the goalposts when it's suitable. Why? Because they need more people. You see that say manpower need, increased manpower needs? It's not enough. Other changes. Marijuana waivers. The Army is eliminating the requirement for a waiver for recruits with a single prior conviction of possession of marijuana or paraphernalia. Recruitment trends. This change follows recent recruitment struggles and efforts to target an older labor market with existing technical or leadership skills. So you may be at the desk, you may be the leader, you may not be on the front lines, but guess what? If they decide to attack the base or wherever the fuck you at, you think that computer and your leadership role is going to prevent you? I'm asking for a friend. Important distinction in enlistment versus the draft, so you know the difference. It is important to note that this change refers to voluntary enlistment, not the draft select services. The current draft registration age remains 18 to 25. I thought it was 26. Sorry about that. Okay. While the FY 2026 National Defense Authorization Act introduces automatic registration for 18 to 26-year-olds starting in late 2026, there is no official plan to activate or draft for older individuals, although voluntary recruitment is open to the age of 42. Now, this is what happens if you refuse. Let me see. This is what happened if you refuse to be drafted, okay? All right. Refusing a military draft in the U.S. is a federal felony punishable by up to 5 years in prison and fines of up to $250,000. Beyond criminal prosecution, those who fail to comply face long-term penalties, including denial of federal student aid, job training, federal and state employment, and U.S. citizenship. All right. It goes on with the felony convictions, lost benefits. You guys can look this up. Employment restrictions, immigration penalties, and so on. All right. I just wanted to give you guys that tidbit of information. I have a few more videos to show you, and then I'm going to let you guys go. All right. Now, I'm no expert in this, but this is what's happening. Okay, this is what is going on. This is our reality, guys. All right. Let me go ahead and bring this back up. See what you guys are saying. Thank you for the love. Bless our troops, of course. Prayers going up. They even snatched up Elvis Presley in his prime time, too. Yeah. You remember that, right? Remember, this is the reason why Muhammad Ali, I think, stood in his protest and changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali, and he refused to be enlisted. Didn't he do time? Wasn't he thrown in jail, if I'm not mistaken? I think so. This is serious, you guys. This is serious. Okay, so let me go back and hold on, y'all. Let me take this down. I'm going to show you guys a few more videos, and then I'm going to let you guys go. All right. I will be back, though. I'll be back with another video. But I do have a few more of these videos that I would like to show you, just to show you guys the impact that this WAR has on all of us. What it is, what it was, and what it's going to be.
A fucking flying carpet? What the fuck? We don't got niggas like that, bro. And y'all acting like we definitely, we not being these niggas. What is this nigga name? Aladdin? They got Aladdin niggas. Eating shit not funny, bro. A flying fucking carpet, bro. What do we do?
I'm gonna let you guys see it, but this is fake, y'all. This one is fake, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you see it since you guys didn't see it. This is fake, okay?
Going against that, nigga, that's mysterical, dangerously built niggas. Like, mysterical, unknown niggas. And we wanna bother these niggas. Niggas gonna back out the fucking genie on niggas. You see they on flying carpets already, nigga. I'm done with America, but that niggas bullshitting. A fucking flying carpet? Go on that mountain, son, you were.
Honor and respect. Orders! Salute! Honor and respect. Orders! Salute!
They executed 3 teenagers this morning, the day before Persian New Year, while getting bombed by Israel and America. Those of you that are still so worried that America and Israel are killing civilians in Iran right now, don't worry your pretty little dead black hearts. Islamic Republic is still doing a great job killing civilians in Iran. They have become so weak because of Israel and America that their only biggest enemies right now are 18-year-old boys in prison. They killed them. They executed them with the first Islamic prayer this morning, the day before Persian New Year. You know how cruel and vile that is? How demonic it is to kill teenagers, to execute teenagers. Where the fuck are you, all you activists? Speak up. They kill teenagers. Do you understand why we don't have Islamophobia? We have Islamic trauma. Every single prayer that we hear reminds us of execution, killing, raping, and torturing. It doesn't bring any calmness to our minds. It only brings stress and trauma. Every single Islamic prayer only brings trauma and cries and anger and screams to our mind. Ah! The day before Persian New Year, these families have to bury their kids. May the death of Islamic Republic be very painful and very fast. And all of you who are still against this attack, you guys are the biggest enemies now. The blood of these beautiful angels are in your hands now. They executed 3 teenagers this morning. The day before Persian New Year.
Бля, будем здесь, малышка, хуй пойми где, блядь.
ليك 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 وين وين على الطريق هلا شوي
Бля, будем здесь, малышка, хуй пойми где, блядь. Цель уничтожена!
From here, I am Morgan, a U.S. Army soldier from the United States of America. We were attacked, but we fought with everything we had. Some of us are hurt, some are exhausted, but we will never give up. I love my country.
This happened here at the Saudi Arabia embassy. We were attacked, but we protected everyone we could. There is no running, no stepping back. I love my country. This happened here at the Saudi embassy. We were attacked, but we did everything we could to protect everyone inside. We will not back down. We protect lives no matter what. I love my country.
From here, I am Morgan, a U.S. Army soldier from the United States of America. We were attacked.
Everybody feels sad, and then they was like waving at us, and we all crying, and it's just like everybody's sad. Everybody don't want their families to go out here and put themselves at risk.
The USS Mason was on schedule to deploy across sea on Tuesday. Hundreds of sailors standing by on ship, waving bye to their loved ones as they answer their call to service. USS Mason Captain and Commanding Officer Kevin Hoffman says their world-class training and support from their loved ones has all personnel on board ready to accomplish their mission in full confidence.
Sure, I can't get to any of the specifics on where we're actually heading, but it's bittersweet. There is a lot of excitement. We've spent many, many months training for what we're about to go do. At the same time, saying goodbye to the families and our friends and the support network that we've had.
What are you hoping for by the end of this?
Praying for a safe return. We're praying for a safe return for everybody, loved ones.
Everybody feels sad, and then they was like waving at us, and everybody.
What do you expect me to do? Fix it? I'm only 10. I can't even do anything this more. I just want to be or anything to help my people. I can't. I'm just a kid. I don't even know what to do. I get scared, but not really that much. I do anything for my people, but I don't know what to do. I'm just 10. I'm just 10. All of this, when I see it, I literally cry every day, saying to myself, why do we deserve this? What did we do for this? My family said they just hate us. They just don't like us because we are Muslim. Why does Muslim act for you like that? You see all of the kids around me? They're just kids. Why wouldn't you just send a missile to them and kill them? It's not fair. It's not fair. What do you expect me to do?
It's so that when they draft you, you can't escape. Do you know? It's so that when they draft you, you can't escape. Do you know that they just raised the age of the military? It used to be 35. After 35, you can't enlist, to 42. They also took away marijuana charges. If you have marijuana issues in your past, they'll let you get in. And they also have so much ICE in the airports now. Huh. Do you want to know why? It's so that when they draft you for this pointless fucking PDF file war, you cannot escape. Let's think about it, right? And who do they always send to the front lines of these shitty bullshit fascist wars? Who do they send? They send black and brown men. That's who they send. So especially if you are a black or a BIPOC person, you need to get out of the United States. So you need to get out of the United States now. And with ICE at our airports, you can't escape through the airports anymore, especially if you're a black and BIPOC and you have any sort of an accent. You got to go through the land border. I recommend driving, Amtrak, walking. We're not talking coyote shit. There's a land border bridge that you literally just walk over into Mexico, get you to Mexico. We can fly you out anywhere. I can get you to so many countries and keep you safe. I have videos made about what to do for money, cash grab, what to do for countries, especially for Black and BIPOC folk, what countries are safe and affordable that you can move to tomorrow. But they're kettling you in. They are using protest technique to kettle you into the United States so that when they draft you, there's going to be a draft. That's why they raised the age and got rid of the marijuana issues, so that when they draft you, you cannot escape.
All right, you guys heard and saw all of those posts. Now, I just wanted to bring that to you guys because, you know, it affects all of us. This is what's going on right now. And it's all for nothing. Nobody wanted this, right? I didn't want it. You didn't want it. And it's just insane. It really is. So I pray for all that are involved. Now, they did send 60,000 troops to the Middle East, all right? 60,000 troops, you guys. And I know you guys are probably wondering, like, why are we even here, right? Like, why are we even calling this WAR number 3? Why? How did we get here? How did we get here? Now, I just want to read this short thing, okay, that kind of answers that question. And let me make sure you guys can hear me. The United States, March 23rd, 2026, the United States and Israel launched a coordinated military operations against the Iranian regime on February 28th of 2026. Action focused on the regime's nuclear facilities, military infrastructure, and leadership followed a conclusion reached in Washington and Jerusalem that diplomacy had been exhausted and that the nuclear-armed Iran posed an unacceptable security threat to America, Israel, and America's Arab allies, and the world. Here is what we need to know. What happened? The U.S. president confirmed that the United States launched strikes against the Iranian regime, saying that the United States military began major combat operations in Iran to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime and reiterating that Tehran can never have a nuclear weapon. The U.S. said that the operation, called Epic Fury, was carried out alongside Israel's campaign Roaring Lion with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, saying that Israel acted to remove the existential threat posed by the terrorist regime in Iran, and thanking Trump for his historic leadership. All right? Just give you guys a reason why. That is the reason why. Now, I got this from the American Jewish Community website. This is what popped up when I put that question in. I want to encourage everybody to do their own research, you guys. I'm glad that you were with me today. Thank you so much for doing the scroll and spill. All right, I will be back with another live video. Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Shout out to everybody in my chat, all my VIPs, my members, and mods. I want to say shout out to you. If you guys are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you are updated. You guys are alerted anytime that I go live. Let me give a quick shout out on everybody that was in the chat, because I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are truly the glue. Jesse from the NAP. I feel the same way, bro. All Day, Ray, Jazita, Belez, Natty Red. You said, is that AI? The first one of the videos when I showed the flying carpet, that definitely was AI. I think I showed one more where you guys saw the 3 American soldiers, and it was 1 at the top and 2 at the bottom. Now it usually has to tell you that it's AI on the side, but I believe in my heart that was AI. But those other ones, those were not AI. Anything else I showed you was the real deal Holyfield. Okay. Now I did want to correct some things. Hold on. Before I do go, let me see if it's still here. You do not. I ask, am I required to do a military service? The answer is no. However, males, in the U.S. citizens, including immigrants, between the ages of 18 and 25, are required to sign up for the draft. Okay, and they're raising the draft age to 42. So I did want to reiterate that. Okay, but if you know, like I know, they move the goalpost every day. All right. So I'm just saying, keep your head on the swivel, pray for your loved ones, and stay informed, stay alert, okay? And, let's pray for our troops that are in this WAR. Number 3, please pray for everybody, okay? And pray for the youth, because it's really the 18 to 25. I thought it was 26, 18 to some places I read 26, some I read 25. Regardless, pray for everybody that is involved, okay? Because you could be an innocent bystander. We could be innocent bystanders. We don't know what's going to happen, you guys. Keep your faith, all right? I trust in God wholeheartedly. So the main thing is not to panic. Don't walk around in fear, but be vigilant. Be alert. Be aware. And if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Okay. So that's all I got to say. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me see who else I forgot. Jazita. Who else is here? Allie. Thank you so much, you guys, for tapping in. Let's see. King J. Welcome. Mojo Shy in the building. Thank you so much, love, for being a member and supporting this platform. Let me see. Indica Jane. Thank you so much, Indica Jane, for joining us. Jenny from The Shy. Always a pleasure, love. If I missed anybody, City of Gold. Thank you. So glad. I think you're a new member. I think you're a new member here. Or no, you gave. Let me see what you did. Yeah. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Say Sean hooked me up with you, and I love your lives. Thank you so much, love. Now, if I missed anybody, I will catch you guys on the next live. Just let me make sure. Let me see. Prettiest Nikki. Like I said again, City of Gold. Thank you, Little Jackie. Thank you, guys. Did I miss anybody? Taisha Moss. I appreciate you guys. All right. Nikki in the building. Thank you, love. Bella Black. Shout out to Shantae. Shantae, happy birthday, love. Hope you enjoy your birthday, young lady. And I will see you guys on the next video. Let me make sure. Spanish Harlem, NY. Peep This Entertainment in the building. Shout out to you, Girl Joy. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys on the next live video. All right. Until next time, America.
Bitch. Still dressing for attention? It's 2026 and you're still begging for it like it's rent, bitch.
Dressing better than me? It's disrespectful. You're taking my spotlight.
Your spotlight? This isn't a fucking talent show. I'm not dimming myself so you feel important. Do you really think you're better than me, bitch? No, babe. I don't think about you at all. That's kind of the point. I just think women like you set us back. Everything doesn't need to be about looks and money. And yet here you are, judging another woman's looks and money, you hypocritical bitch. You seriously need a reality check. My reality doesn't accept checks, sweetie, only wire transfers. And frankly, you couldn't afford the transaction fee. Next. Money can't buy happiness. Do I look like a fucking Pinterest quote board? Clearly being broke didn't buy you happiness either.
In 2025, women are equal, right? So we should split this 50-50.
I didn't spend 3 hours getting ready to split a muffin and a $12 latte. Swipe the fucking card.
Dolly, it's okay. This is a safe space. You can cry if you need to.
I would cry, but this setting spray was $40. My emotions are not in the budget.
26.